Good morning from a rather cold Warrington Bank Quay station. So last night, in one of my usual kind of video idea brainstorming sessions, I came up with an idea to visit a random station on a TOC's network, or a random station that is managed by a TOC, because that's what I've done here. So last night I decided to get a spinny wheel set up and roll a random station served by Northern, and well, it landed on one, so let's go. Thankfully, the station I've been dealt is actually not too far from here, lucky for me. So yeah, we need to get a Northern train to Chester, where we have a bit of a long wait, unfortunately. Looks like the West Coast Main Line's kind of fallen over a bit. There's trains that are like an hour late or something. Oh dear. Okay, well, right, off we go. So I could actually have got the previous service that went from Warrington to Chester. Well, I was hoping to get the Transport for Wales service instead of this one. The issue is that would have left me a 6-minute connection at Chester, and lo and behold, it was 8 minutes late, because of course it was. So I couldn't make it to Chester in time, so I've had to get this train instead, where I will have a 50-minute connection for the next train out of Chester that I can get.
Once again, it was just due to a fault on the train that showed up on the driver's screen.
Apparently there's been a fault on the train, so yeah, we're trying to just get that rectified now. This is going very well. 15 minutes have passed and we still aren't moving. I can't even claim delay repay either, which sucks. Unless we're like more than an hour late and I miss the next train possible. Okay, good. We are moving again. Hurrah. Right, at last. Chester. Well, at least this delay has made my 1 hour change a bit shorter. Right, I'm just briefly popping out of the station. This has absolutely nothing to do with the journey. I'm just popping to the shop to just get some lunch for later. So, yeah. This doesn't have mayo on it. Oh my god. Legendary. What the hell? Why are all the Mersey rails cancelled? Good thing I don't need to rely on that. Okay, we're back. So our connection comes in on the exact same platform I came in on here. And, yeah, platform 6. Leaves in about 20 minutes now, I think. Right, so time to go down the Mid-Cheshire line. Congratulations if you were following along closely and guessed that. Fun fact actually, Nat and I ticked off the Mid-Cheshire line, like off camera, like last year at some point. But we went all the way to Molesworth Station, which is the last one before Chester. But then we turned around from there and went back towards the Manchester direction. So I've never done the track between Molesworth and Chester before. So I'm finally doing that now. Right, well, our station managed by Northern that has randomly been selected by the wheel is coming up shortly.
This is
So, well, drum roll please, the random station that was selected, served by Northern for me, was Molesworth. Welcome to Molesworth. But yeah, my goodness, I really did luck out here. This is a beautiful station. I really like Molesworth. Yeah, so this station is on the Mid-Cheshire line. It gets 1 train an hour each direction, that way towards Manchester Piccadilly via like Northwich, Knutsford, Altrincham, and the other way towards Chester, which is, well, Chester only. There's no intermediate stations. There is loads of like Railway 200 bunting all around the station, like on both platforms, like even on this path, like into and out of the station as well. Nice. And annoyingly, it's just started raining, because of course it has. Why wouldn't it? That is a very British Rail era sign if I've ever seen one. That has lasted the whole privatisation era. So this station basically just lies in the middle of a pretty tiny village. There's nothing really much around here. There is a pub down there though. So if that happens to be open, I will make a thing of going in there later. Hello, right, so hang on.
Wait.
Please do not skip. This is not a sponsored segment, I promise. Yeah, so we just want to quickly mention the clothing we're wearing.
Which is designed by me. This is what I do in my spare time. I draw trains and sell them on products. These are the current year's, well, this is this year's Christmas design, last year's Christmas design, available in lots of different trains.
Indeed, they'll make good Christmas presents, I'd imagine, if you go to nats.art.
Plus, got other designs like this.
What? How did you do that? Oh my god. Magic. Oh wow, that's a cool design.
And this.
Oh wow, nice 507 design. I like that.
Very nice. And I've got more hoodies like this Avanti Pride design.
How are you doing this? What?
Magic. Plus mugs.
Yes, mugs. They're very cool. You can get your custom trains printed on mugs. Like how cool is that?
Very
honestly.
Cool. You use this mug so much.
I do, yeah. It's a bit tea-stained.
Ah well, it means it's well used.
Exactly. So yeah, nats.art for cool train merchandise.
Link in the description.
And they'll make good Christmas presents. Tis the season after all.
It is the season.
So yeah, back to me now at Molesworth Station.
Back to Nick.
Thank you for watching. Now around the other side here, out the front of the building, there is a road called The Sidings, which is now housing development behind me, which, you know, if I were to hazard a guess, it means there was an old sidings there that is now a housing development. Now something else pretty cool about this station actually is the fact that if you look kind of from up in the sky on Google Maps, you can see that there is an abandoned stretch of railway running from here to Helsby. That railway only saw passenger usage for 5 years, from 1870, when this station opened, well, the line opened to passenger services, the Mid-Cheshire line, and that bit of railway only saw passenger services for 5 years, from 1870, when the station opened, until 1875. However, despite closing to passengers so early on, it remained as a freight line for 116 years, closing in 1991. And so yeah, now the line is abandoned. Now this isn't very easy to see from Molesworth Station itself, so that's why I'm walking down the road a bit, and I'm just going to turn down a road here to go to a part of the disused alignment. Right, I can see a very stone-looking bridge. I think that must be the alignment. We're getting close. Yeah, so here it is, believe it or not. Rather algae-infested water down there, but this was the old alignment. It closed in 1991, track was lifted in 1995, so there's none of that left, but yeah, this is it, the old alignment. I do reckon this old alignment could make a pretty good cycle path. You know, if you want to cycle from Molesworth to Helsby for whatever reason, I mean, all you got to do is some, you know, vegetation clearance, give it a proper surface. I'm sure there's more to it than that though. I don't know much about urban planning. Right, so now that's done, let's head back to the station. It's so quiet here. There's not even a hum of cars. You really are middle of nowhere here. So far, every person who I've walked past just on the streets here have all been really just cheerful and just said hello walking by. It's there is still some good in the world, you know? So I'll just quickly check if the pub is actually open right now before I try. Oh, it is open right now, 12 o'clock. And it's about 12:50 now. So, had the Transport for Wales not been late, I would have been here an hour earlier and the pub would have been shut right now. That's a silver lining if I've ever seen one. Right, well, a pint of
cost me like £5.80, but you know, I've been living in the south for like 3 months at this point. I've paid like £7.50 for pints at this point. Nothing faces me anymore.
And I'm surprised it took me this long to have cider with ice, but yeah. That's proper good. Right, well that was very nice, and the train out of here leaves in just a few minutes, so that was actually perfect timing. Right, well the train out of here is due in 1 minute, so yeah. In fact, there it is right there behind me. You can see there. So, let's go. Goodbye, Molesworth.
This is Molesworth.
Well, goodbye, Molesworth. Till next time. If there even is a next time, I don't know. But yeah, so it's cool how much like history or like just things you can find at a seemingly just mundane, random station. But like, yeah, it's cool. I got very lucky that I got Molesworth as my random station. So yes, thank you for watching, and let me know other talks that you'd like me to do this with, because I would like to do this again. This is a good first impression for me. And yeah, catch you in the next video. Goodbye. And big thank you to my patrons and channel members listed on screen now. Thank you for supporting the channel.